At the Texas League, we focus on voters that we call low propensity, which means they don't vote. And the reason why that's important is because if we don't talk to them, nobody will likely talk to them. Nobody will engage them, nobody will knock on their door, and they pretty much have been written off as people who don't vote and are not engaged. And so we only target young people that are not engaged and not likely to vote.
You know, other organizations have tried to do it, but wasn't that successful because I think young people listen to young people because we can better relate.
Like when they're getting ready to go to college, how it affects them if they didn't vote, like the price of college tuition, or how it affects them now in school. Like if they're in a low income area and their schools haven't had new books in 10 years, how about you put somebody in office that's going to have your back?
From past experiences, because I was a student in 2008, no one really reached out to college students, especially here in Houston or in the state of Texas. There was no one that came out to make sure we really understood the process and how to go about, not just getting registered ourselves, but how to go about reaching out to other students.
We believe that in order to reach young people, you have to speak their language.
Students really are serious about voting, especially when it comes to dealing with like the money in their pockets.
The League definitely not only is there for engaging those folks, but also training people who never thought that they themselves could be in a leadership role and possibly one day maybe run for office.
It was really inspiring for a lot of the students to see it's not just me who's interested in this, but it's everyone else.
Voting is just one step. We take it to the next level.
In the media, it's shown like the young people don't step up to the plate, but then when they see us out there like, oh my God, you're doing a good thing, you all have young people involved.
And our goal is just to make sure that they're actually realizing how important it is to be civically engaged and how important it is to actually vote.
We make sure that they understand, the process and how to fill out their cards, making sure they fill them out correctly so they can be registered to vote, because an incomplete card can cause anyone not to be registered when they get ready to go to the poll.
I go around the neighborhood and I talk to young people who are pretty much discouraged, who feel as though, their vote doesn't count. And, you have to have organizations or people, that look like them to tell them, hey, their vote does count. There are issues in our community that need assistance with. And, if it's not going to be you that's going to make that change, who's going to do it?
We've got to figure out what we've got to do, and we've got to use not just specific communities or specific individuals. We've got to really take whosoever will go. And that's what we do at the League. We have amazing people that come from all over, from many walks of life. And they're young people that really just care about our communities and our country.
We know that we have to do things for ourselves and take more responsibility.
If we can leave anything, it's really, getting young people to realize that it's not the world that's given to you, it's the world that you desire.
We are
the Texas League of Young Voters.